raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just a light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the London Bulldogs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals sit 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Caldwell. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. Past the 20. Touchdown. John Mechie. 75 yards. And the Bulldogs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ramsey, he's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Off play action. Caldwell. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Colby Wadman to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. It's taken to the 26. These two teams all tied after one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Ramsey looks for White, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ramsey. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll go right back to chase. That's caught again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a give up the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw on second down, Caldwell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on 3rd down, Caldwell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, Wilson. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Caldwell. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. On second down, here's Pierce. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ramsey. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A final shot before break. Ramsey, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Caldwell. And caught by London. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw. Caldwell. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From the 6.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ramsey. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Let's go now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Ramsey. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Ramsey. It's caught. This is White. And I think the ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake. Caldwell. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Caldwell trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Ramsey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are right back in this football game. That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6. And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within strike. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick. And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in. And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do. Late game situation. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Caldwell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Daxton Hill picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one won't bounce there. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Off play action. Ramsey. He hits Adams complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A gain of 32 that time. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Derek Stingley picks it.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if we can find a big play downfield.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And that flag accepted. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw on 3rd down. Caldwell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
McKenzie now to return it. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Ramsey. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Caldwell eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Back to throw. Ramsey. Oh, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 112 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Looking to throw. Caldwell. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Stevenson, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And this.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lie. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lag. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doge, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly, you out of pocket.